My father always says to remember John 3:16. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. And today we're at the Polo Grounds of San Diego, up in the city of Del Mar. And this match is the championship of the Rebels Showcase between the Rebels Elite, G2005 Marquez, and SD Force G05. Both teams all ready to go, as the Force are in the gray colors with the lime, and going from right to left and left to right is the Rebels in the darker blue and white. Shift colors for all you Sanders out there, past and present. We're underway. Rebels with the soccer ball in their half. Layla Johnson. We've done this team before last year, and they were very successful in the predominant amount of the games that we filmed them last season. And they have done very well, the Rebels Elite, since then, and now they're going to be a part of the a new super wide league that's coming out here to San Diego. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes for them. Wimbush into the central now, dispossessed. That time was Gonzalez. Got a few new players on this team for the Rebels Elite. Here's an early ball headed towards the area and driven out of play quickly by the Force. Player there, the defender, on the left side. And it'll be a throw-in now, as Ashley Moreno will throw it in. Just the starting of the match. Grab a snack, a beverage, maybe both, and enjoy this one from the Polo Grounds of San Diego, up here in the city of Del Mar. Del Mar Fair going on. Big cash cow for the city of Del Mar, as well as the Del Mar races, which will be starting next month. Now, circling there is Wimbush, getting the soccer ball over to her teammate Montano. Struck out, further out wide by Gonzalez, and then not able to be handled on the left side of their attack. So it's going to be a throw-in now. San Diego Force Academy down their right flank. Good touch by Ellie, but taken away now. Rebels Elite with it, and that's Wimbush dispossessed, and back with it in the Force Academy now, in the attacking third now, in the area, and dispossessed at the last moment by the central defenders for Rebels Elite. Early minutes of this match. And that ball is headed out of play. Going to be a throw-in, as it was off the Rebels Elite, and they struck it past their byline, and so it's going to be a corner kick now for the San Diego Force Academy. Here is the set piece in the central of the 6-yard box, but the Rebels Elite able to win it after the initial first header. But right back there just outside the area, Force Academy now. And on a run there is Alea, and Alea now will try to retrieve it and can't do it as it's out of play. Rebels Elite will throw it out of their own defensive third. 0-0 your score. Polo Grounds in the city of Del Mar, the San Diego Polo Grounds. This used to be the #1 field in San Diego County for many decades, but not anymore now. It is the SoCal complex up in Oceanside. But the Surf Academy now runs this field, and as far as soccer, youth soccer is concerned, so we'll see. Maybe they will grab it back. But and it be retained as the #1 field again moving forward. Grabbing that status back. And that ball is down the right flank, and it's out of play. The Rebels Elite will throw it in. Just beyond midfield. And a quick touch that time was by Muro. And that ball is headed out of play along the right flank. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Rebels Elite, as the San Diego Force Academy couldn't do anything with it. Towards getting it where they could get a really good shot on net. Gaining real estate at Rebels Academy down the left flank of their offense. And they'll be able to throw it in. Right in front of their coach. Goes back to their left side defender, and then now into the central. Rebels Elite want to work out of their own half and try and see if they can get a good shot on net. Cross midfield. Trying to do something there was Montano. Dispossessed, and now with it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops it back. SD Force Academy, coached by a man that's been around soccer for a long time. And really doing a lot of things for soccer in San Diego. He used to coach for the Surf, Adrian Ocampo. Down the left flank. And intercepted in the right defensive area, but getting it back quickly on the giveaway into the area now. And retreating back quickly that time was Maya. But she got help there in the corner. But here's the Rebels Elite with a shot, and the central. They're just able, as Maya able to get over there and clear that ball out of their deep box. And yes, it is an 18-yarder at this age. Girls under 13 gold bracket. You're watching the championship match of the Rebels 2018 showcase. Greg G.K. Porter, happy to be with you. Stick with us here on this channel, GK Sports YouTube channel, and you will be seeing some stuff come down the pike, like live streaming and collaborating with Langevin Productions and all kinds of good stuff coming forward in the summer, the rest of the summer, and in the fall. And of course, Grossmont soccer looks like it's going to be in the offing again in the wintertime. Late fall and wintertime. Grossmont High School. As we did the varsity and the JV last season. Very successful season for Grossmont High School. These girls are about ready to hit high school pretty soon. The JV team, not very successful in the win category, but they played very, very well. And the varsity team was a team that got to the semifinal and lost it in PKs. Their chance to go and play against Scripps Ranch in the final. And now here's the shot, and it just missed on the side by Alyssa. Side of frame. Not a bad shot by Alyssa that time. 0-0 your score here in the first half. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. And that ball is sent out of play. It'll be a throw-in now for the Rebels Elite. Throwing it in, Ashley Moreno. Moreno gets his soccer ball back. Sitting it forward that time, Montano. It's just behind Montano. Heading back up the field. San Diego Force Academy. They get dispossessed. Moreno. Getting it back, though, is the Force Academy. Nice work that time there in the central. Down the right flank, and it's out of play, and the Rebels Elite will get to throw it in, and they quickly get it in. To the near side for the attack by Rebels Elite. You saw there Moreno running onto it. Smith. Wide side of the field, Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it back. Over to Wimbush. Moreno. Popped up in the air. Montano trying to handle it. And it's taken away nicely by Alea. Alea for the Force Academy, getting her teammates at midfield. Continue on with it across midfield. Alea can't track it down. So Moreno, nice changing in the direction is Wimbush. Vanessa, diagonal pass, nicely done. And it goes out of play. Felicity Moro throws it in. Moro's pass is intercepted. Across midfield for the Force Academy. Trying to continue with it was Laurel, but could not, got dispossessed. On it there you saw was Gonzalez, who drops it back. And that ball is out of play. It'll be a throw in. Throw in for the Rebels Elite. 0-0 the score here in the first half of this Rebel Showcase Gold, the championship match for the Polo Grounds of San Diego here in the city of Del Mar. On the soccer ball now is Isa Gonzalez. Gonzalez deflects off of a couple of players there as they marked her well into space. Covering well for each other, but now here's a nice intercept by Johnston. And Johnston's pass a little bit too in front of her teammate Moro. It'll be a throw-in. SD Force Academy now. Can't do anything with it in the attacking third for the moment. They do get a touch. And now it's given away. Alyssa. It's dropped back now. Dispossessing Maya, and Rebels Elite now on the move into the area now. Here's a service, a nice one. Oh, and they almost had a connection there, but they still have the soccer ball along the left flank now. Still trying to put it in the back of the net, and save by Kyra. Nice save by Kyra on the play, and her defenders helped her out that time. Averting danger, and that ball being put into the back of the net. And now here's a long ball now. And upfield, SD Force Academy getting some touches here. And a beautiful slide tackle there, and they get a touch, and they get a player to put it under the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 goal! SD Force Academy getting the goal, and it is 1-0 on a beautiful play. A couple of beautiful plays right after they had to defend, and now they are able to lead 1-0. Alea up forward making a beautiful slide tackle and was able to get it to her teammate and put it into the back of the net. And now we have a 1-0 score with still plenty of time in this match. Here in the 15th minute of the match. On a soccer ball now is Montano. Montano's attempted pass is broken up. And it Goes to the far side of the field. It'll be a throw-in now by Muro. Felicity Muro. Muro gets it in. And now trying to attack are the Rebels Elite. Rebels Elite along their left flank with Montano. Montano being sandwiched there. Montano still staying after the soccer ball, but it's going to work against the Rebels Elite, and it's going to be a free kick. So a free kick. And Rebels Elite leading 1-0, but still want to stay aggressive in this match. Keep the attack going as much as they possibly can. And the SD Force Academy want to do the same thing and see if they can try and add more to the score. Good soccer being played so far in this match. Pop to the deep back, and shepherding that ball back to her keeper is Maya. And Kira, after a couple of bounces, drives it up along the right flank. Intercepted at midfield by the Rebels Elite. To the near side, and it's driven out of play. It'll be a throw-in now, and Ashley Moreno will throw it in. Might be some substitutions coming in.
Great shot. Go, Bobby.
We will mention any player that comes in as they touch that soccer ball if we do not exactly see the number that is coming in. On the soccer ball nicely that time was Montano, and down the central. Running onto it is Smith. Smith now finding some space, sending a ball into the area now, wants to get a runner there, and that's Blancas. But it's upfield, and a service, and it is deflected, and Kira has it. That was deflected nicely, but no problem. It's Kira getting onto that soccer ball. In their deep back, the Rebels Academy. Malia, and then getting it to Laurel. Trying to get another strike, but they can't do it as Hopper is back there. Rebels Elite down 1-0 here in the first half. About 18 minutes gone so far in the first half. Gonzalez down the left flank. Rebels Elite up the central defensive area. Getting a touch on it was Alea. Alea still trying to track Montano. Near side on the run is Blancas. Blancas gets it back to Montano. Montano circling nicely there and looks for a attacker in the central. Was dispossessed. Was dispossessed of that soccer ball, and now the Rebels Elite having to recollect in their defensive half, and they come back to the attacking third. Montano getting a return pass, and the ball driven out of play. 1-0, San Diego Force Academy leading in this championship game of the Rebels Showcase. As the Rebels SC playing in their showcase this summer. Girls under 13 gold. Here's a pass looking for Montano in the central, but it was a little bit far in front of her. But they still have the soccer ball in the attacking third, but then they can't go any further. As good defense there in the central by the Force Academy. They're able to win possession again, Moreno, as they've had most of the possession in this soccer match. Possession time. Montano, and that was Marquez trying to get by a defender, not able to do it. Bree now. Getting it over to Kendall. Onto it. SD Force Academy. And out to the wide, trying to chase that one down to Gigi. Gigi for SD Force Academy. Putting pressure on their defensive area. Rebels Elite. SD Force Academy now with possession now, as they're going to spend time with possession. Kendall. 50-50 ball, and now that's going to be a foul, and it's going to work against SD Force Academy. Too much on the body that time, and it's going to be a free kick. Free kick coming in for the Rebels Elite. Of course, substitutions are occurring. Right around the 20-minute mark of the match. Only played 30-minute halves in his championship match. Rebels Elite with a possession. Alea marking the central defender very well that time. To the near side, and not being able to control it was Alea Montano. So Malia will throw it in for San Diego Force Academy. And that's headed out of play. Malia will work on it again. Got away with an incorrect throw-in. And glad the center ref saw that just as I saw it. Doesn't always work out that way. Ashley Moreno. Moreno now on the near side. And it's knocked out of play by the Rebels Elite. So it's a throw-in now for Malia on the near side. Off the header. Ball to feet for Rebels Elite. Taken away. Nicely done in the space by Alea. Alea service is is connected with, but then the subsequent pass is intercepted. But pinching in nicely that time was Maya from the back. Keep this attack going. Back upfield, Rebels Elite. And intercepted by Malia. Malia getting the ball to her teammate PJ. PJ going and getting a diagonal pass. Out to the wide. And it's intercepted. Rebels Elite now have the soccer ball in the 23rd minute. Down 1-0 here in the first half. Cross midfield, they work with it. Intercepted. Onto it there is Vanessa Winbush. 2 soccer balls onto the field now. This could be trouble here. SD Force Academy, as now the center ref sees it, and he'll kicks it out of play, at least in that area. Rebels Elite, and it's still there. He just kicked it. He really, and a young lady comes over and gets that soccer ball and helps out the center ref, one of the parents.
You're in the video now.
And gets it out of play there. As he would have been better served to turn and drive that ball out of play, but didn't do it that time. That could have been a scenario where a player can get hurt. Either blow the whistle or blow the ball dead. Didn't want to do that either. And now to the near side. Rebels Elite, but they cannot go any further. But here is Alea. Alea now trying to connect with her teammate who scored the goal in the match. Do not have her name, but this ball is out of play. Here's going to be a throw-in now for the Rebels Elite in the attacking third. It's going to be by Riley Johnson. Johnson sends the ball towards the area, but it was intercepted. Johnson now tries to get it in the 50-50 try, and it is sent out by Johnson's cleat. And it's going to be a throw-in by the SD Force Academy. About 5 minutes left to play in the first half. As the center ref took a peek at his watch here. Down the left flank, it'll be a throw-in for the Rebels Elite. Down their left flank as they have it with Gonzalez. Gonzalez drops it back. From the defense, they'll work it up. They've reduced the size of the field a little bit. And onto it now is Kaylee Smith. Nice move. Kaylee's pass was a little bit too much that time. Her teammate to get to it. And here is Alea again, but then she gave it away. Tries to go after it and didn't get it back. So the Rebels Elite still have possession. A nice play, of course, that you saw there by Vanessa Wimbush. And across midfield, Rebels Elite still have the possession out of their defensive area. But it's intercepted and sent right back to that defensive area. Alea was shadowing the right side defender, and now the Rebels Elite switching the attack to their left flank. On the soccer ball is Maya. Drops it back to her central defender. On the near side, SD Force Academy bringing it across midfield was Malia. Malia now. Early ball. Malia's got her teammate to try to do something with it, and not able to do it that time. But again, another pretty good try by SD Force Academy. They got one goal in this match. And trying to get two. Campbell making the save. Wimbush. In deep back. Staying with it there is Maya. And a foul in the space there. It'll be a free kick. SD Force Academy. As SD Force Academy is getting a fresh player in this match. As Maya comes out of the match for SD Force Academy. Alea Montano came out of the match for the Rebels Elite. And now down the central is Kaylee Smith, dispossessed. Running over to help her out is Blancas. Blancas going to take a shot, and it's a little bit far of the near post. Just a few minutes left to play in the first half. 1-0, SD Force Academy in the lime and gray color. SD Force Academy working out of their own defensive third. Rather new name team here in San Diego County. SD Force Academy. That is knocked down by the Rebels Elite. And it's going to be a throw-in by the SD Force Academy, and getting an opportunity for a breather there is Alea, who's played well while she was in. And one of her other teammates, as two players come in for the SD Force Academy. In the waning moments of this first half, with the SD Force Academy leading 1-0, it is girls under 13 Rebels Showcase match. Here's an early ball now and can't get a runner as Laurel was trying to run onto it. Campbell gets it started out of the defensive half for the Rebels Elite. Down 1-0 near side as their successful play has come from both sides of the field. Just haven't got one into the back of the net yet. Sent one just at the outskirts of the area, but SD Force Academy defenders able to get to the soccer ball. Now at midfield, Rebels Elite say you're not going to go across yet. And that is the end of the first half. With the score, it's the SD Force Academy leading 1-0 over the Rebels Elite here in this Rebel Showcase 2018 G2005 Gold Championship match. Stick with us. We'll be right back with the second half. Time to shift colors in the second half for all you sailors out there past and present. Number 16 scoring for the San Diego Force Academy. And they lead 1-0 in the first half. They'll be going from left to right. And right to left is the Rebels Elite. Shift colors for all you sailors out there past and present. Rebels Elite now down the right flank, trying to continue going forward. The team that we have filmed before. First time ever for San Diego Force Academy, and we're very pleased to have them. And now for the pass by Marquez is out along the right flank, and they have a good attack going here. And this one is a service, and it is going to go short. Kaylee Smith with the service. And it's going to be a goal kick. Now for the San Diego Force Academy early here in the second half. On a beautiful afternoon up here in Del Mar, the city of Del Mar. The North County it's called. As I mentioned in the first half, they have the racetrack and the fair going on towards July 4th and that. And then later next month, when the Surf Cup gets going, they will have the Del Mar races. And the biggest horse racing in San Diego County and one of the biggest in all of Southern California. Now, down the left flank, San Diego Force Academy trying to get a counter going upfield, but they cannot now, and it's given away, and a shot and a save. Nice shot that time by Aaliyah Montano. But Kira able to make the save. Now, with it is Montano again.
Good, Maddie. There you go.
Down to Central. Rebels Elite trying to continue their attack going. In the middle third. Running onto it, Vanessa Wimbush. Circling around. We've seen Vanessa do this before. Last year and now this year. Likes to look for players. Their passing game. Keep the defender away from her. Here's Wimbush. Drops it back. Johnston. Out wide, down the right flank. Rebels Elite. They keep possession. Good passing. And they've done that quite well in this match. Enabled them to keep close in this match. Only down by 1 goal. As Emma Marquez was on the near side in the first half. On the far side here in the second half as the field is switched. With it now is Aaliyah Montano. To midfield. On it, Kaylee Smith. Continuing to maintain possession. Rebels Elite, but now they finally give it away. Nice intercept by Kendall in the central, but intercepted again by the Rebels Elite. Wimbush. Surely their coach, Marquez, told them they need to keep track of this soccer ball. Keep possession of the soccer ball. Be mindful to always try to attack, but at the same time, keep possession. Play good defense. As you see right there. And that ball is sent out of play, though, by Izzy Hernandez. And it'll be a corner kick. The girl who scored the goal girl, with the corner. The set piece, always dangerous in the world of soccer. A little bit of an outswinger, but a pretty good one, and this one is headed over top of frame, but not a bad one in the short box. 6-yard box to the near side. Faith Perry is the keeper in the second half for Rebels Elite. Campbell did a fine job in the first half. Down the central, and Perry, a nice save. Perry able to get her hands on that soccer ball. That was ticketed for the upper right corner, and it would have nearly been 2-0. Perry making a fine save that time. They're going to get a corner kick, and that's 2 in a hurry here. Danger time, nervy time, as they say overseas, for Rebels Elite. This one is at the top of the area, and they're not going to get a player to run onto it. So it's going to be a giveaway on this set piece, not getting at least a shot on it, and anytime you don't do that, it's always troublesome on your set piece attack. So let's see what they do the next time around if they get another opportunity. I believe only 3 corner kicks in the game for San Diego Force Academy. It's out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for the Rebels Elite as substitution is going to come in. Out of their own defensive third. Kendall handling it there, but dispossessed. Down the right flank, but they get it back. Alea played very well in the first half, shadowing players as they try to make passes out of their own defensive half for the Rebels Elite, as well as made a very good challenge to free up that soccer ball that number 16 ran onto and put it in the back of the net. There's Alea right there, number 2. SD Force Academy getting by Kendall for the SD Force. And Rebels Elite still on the attack. Onto the near side, Aaliyah Montano. Good first touch and a good run. Montano now. Good ball around the defender. And quickly the defender recovering to drive that ball out of play. 1-0 here in the second half of action. 38th minute of the match. Now Kendall's coming out of the match. SD Force. Throw in now. Not a bad place to be if you're the Rebels Elite. Right outside the area now. And attempted pass was blocked by Isa Gonzalez. Alea, early ball, getting her teammate who scored the goal to run onto it now. And a beautiful run in the central and then going to the near side. But she does get a service, and they just weren't able to handle it that time. What a beautiful run that time along the right flank after running all the way through midfield. But the pressure, the double team pressure, was enough not to get a more accurate pass by Felicity Muro running back there to help double team. Number 16. Here's going to be a throw-in for the Rebels Elite. They're doing this in nearly the 40th minute of the match. And on the challenge, it's going to be a free kick. Free kick for Rebels Elite. Down 1-0 here in the second half. Here's a intercept and a chance, but center ref said play on as 16 went down. Just outside the area. 50-50 ball. Rebels Elite still have possession along their right flank, wanting to go upfield. Able to find the outlet. And then now running onto it there was Blancas. And Blancas setting it up for her teammate to bring it upfield. And that was Muro. Back to Blancas. Blancas on the soccer ball. Emma Blancas now. It pops over into the central and then won by SD Force. Here's 16, showing she's had speed, a lot of determination, and one goal. The only goal of the match so far in this match. The championship one at the Polo Grounds of San Diego in the city of Del Mar. Here's a throw-in by Alea for SD Force. Intercepted by the Rebels, but they're going to try to get a shot. And another attempt to one down the central and knocked away at the last moment. Oh, and a beautiful save by Perry. Oh, Perry was able to stretch out and keep it from going into the back of the net on the bid by Malia, nearly putting it into the back of the net. In the center of the area. And a good quality shot and a good quality save. But here's 16 now with another corner kick here in the second half. 1-0. Nearly could have been 3-0 if you're SD Force. It's a credit to the Rebels and their defenders and the way they played in this match. And you got to have some fortune, and they've had a little bit of that as well, to keep it very close at 1-0. Here's Kira just in front of Blancas that time. And Muro, nicely done to get into the area there. Get into the mix and gets it to her teammate, who sends a shot at Kira, and Kira keeps it from going and getting behind her into the back of the net on Blancas' shot. 1-0. The 33rd minute of the match. I should say the 43rd minute of the match. Rebels Elite now is going to throw it in out of their own defensive half. SD Force, the slim lead to the near side. Rebels lead, and that is Gonzalez. Gets it over to her teammates. Nice move by Marquez. Takes a shot and didn't have quite enough as she would have liked to on that shot. Kira, the keeper, able to handle it for SD Force. Into Central. Running onto it there was Wimbush. Gonzalez drops it back. Isa Gonzalez gets a return pass now. Vanessa Wimbush. Her pass is intercepted. Central defender able to run onto that soccer ball. That's Izzy Hernandez. Off a deflection. This is Wimbush to the near side to Blancas. Emma Blancas, good first touch. Her pass is intercepted. Sent all the way up to midfield. For Izzy Hernandez, though. Rebels elite. Blancas to the near side to Muro. Muro gets it to Blancas. Good first touch. Back to Muro. Felicity Muro now. Circles back. Works well with Blancas. Blancas on the service now, and they are going to find themselves offsides on the play. Free kick. Kira with the free kick. And it's 1-0 affair, the championship one of the Rebels Showcase 2018. Greg G.K. Porter, pleased to be with you on this championship Sunday. Moreno down the right flank. Rebels elite. Not in urgency time yet. But as the clock keeps ticking along, the more and more it's an advantage for the other team. And now here's a shot and a goal! Go, 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 go! Emma Blancas, the finish. Beautiful shot that time into the top portion of the net. No chance for Kira to save that one. Just a beautiful play and good first touch. A lot of times it's not that great of a first touch, but you get it into the back of the net. Sometimes it's not that great of a shot, but the keeper doesn't handle it. This time, the touch and the shot were just equally as good. And what matters in this one, the championship, is that the Rebels Elite now are all level at 1. Now it becomes a different match. Time is not a factor. It's a matter of who can get the go-ahead goal and get the result that they want. And that is the hardware. Don't do a lot of championship matches on GK Sports, but we do enough of them. Stick with us. There'll be many more to come. As well as high school CIF playoffs, different sports. Even got a chance to do some basketball. Hopefully you saw some of that action for the first time ever on GK Sports. A couple of live streaming games. Christian high school, both the girls and the boys. Actually did some lacrosse this season, but that was not shown on the global. My direction of the coach, and it worked out after the save you see here by Perry, because they were able to get to the first round of the playoffs against Mount Carmel and played a fabulous match and lost it in overtime against Mount Carmel. The team who had handled Grossmont lacrosse team, varsity lacrosse team, quite well the first time they played them. Into the corner for the Rebels Elite. And it is driven out by the Rebels Elite, so SD Force Academy. And actually, it turns out to be a foul on the play. Foul working against SD Force Academy, actually. And the Rebels Elite with the free kick. 16, getting a touch onto it. She's the one who scored the goal in the first half. For SD Force, trying to see what she can do to help her team get the winning goal, possibly. Substitution occurs. Again, we will mention any player as we see them come on to the pitch. Alea, number 2, is back into the match. Remember, she teamed up with number 16 in that first half for the goal. A beautiful challenge. Freeing the ball up into the central on a great service and knocked away by Rebels Elite. Oh, in their 6-yard box, another good defensive play. That is what has kept them close in this match, and then they get the tying goal by Marquez, and trying now to try to win this match if they possibly can. Going upfield, Kaylee Smith, Kira, the keeper, driving it off of a couple of players there, and winning it is SD Force now. Alea trying to get to it, and it goes out of play. Or no, yes, it is out of play, and it's a throw-in now for the Rebels Elite. It is 1-1 championship match here in the second half. The 39th minute of the match. Correction, the 49th minute of the match. Only about 10 minutes left to play in this one. Only going to play 60. As opposed to the 80 minutes is played, and Lily is injured, and she's coming out of this match for SD Force. I'm talking about the 80 minutes in high school soccer. Of course, this is a tournament, a lot of games being played. Of course, different age bracket as well. Down the right flank. And Rebels Elite, they do get a shot. And central defender able to corral that one. But still on it are the Rebels Elite, as there was a quick touch by Wimbush. Trying to work out of their own defensive half. SD Force, but keeping them there was Isa Gonzalez. They do have it up to midfield. 16 was bumped there, no call. Rebels Elite. Midfield, and there is nicely done Alea. Sending it towards the attacking third. But getting to the soccer ball was Izzy Hernandez. And her teammate now brings it up, Ashley Moreno. Moreno getting it over to Hopper. And Hopper now down the right flank, chasing it down is Montano. Montano, and then was taken away, sent upfield, the midfield. Nice work by Johnston. And now down to central is Wimbush. Wimbush getting it out to Hopper, Elena Hopper, and that ball is out of play. If you didn't check in with us in the first half or the beginning of the match, most of the players from this Rebels Elite team is the same team that we filmed last season. Rebels Showcase. And here they are again, trying to get magic going again for them in this Rebel Showcase. Down the central. That was hit pretty hard that time by Izzy Hernandez and stopped nicely by the central defender for SD Force. Now onto the soccer ball is Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it out wide. For Hopper. Hopper's ball is broken up. That left side defense, and it's out of play. Going to be a throw in as substitutions occur. Coming back into the match is Bree, number 13, SD Force. And any other player will mention them as they touch that soccer ball. It is out of play, and it'll be a throw in now as we're down to the last 6 or 7 minutes of this match. 1-1, the championship. If it is still tied, it'll go into penalty kicks. Throw in by Riley Johnson now. Johnson gets it over to Gonzalez. Now they'll have to retreat back as here's 16 on the move. Sending an early ball for Gigi to try to track it down. And Gigi now puts pressure on the keeper as she quickly gets it to the near side. That's what you're supposed to do as a striker. Put pressure on those defenders, even the keeper. And here's 16 coming into the mix again. She's in the area now. You got to be careful. And a shot is blocked. And they're able to play well defensively that time because 16 was going to get a good quality shot. Upfield now. SD Force putting the pressure now in this match. All level at 1. Trying to break the tie with just a few minutes left to go in a match now. And they have to retreat back. As getting back there, doing a fine job was Maya and getting it upfield. Rebels Elite with possession as they work out of their right defensive area. And now onto it is Alyssa. Alyssa trying to get it to a teammate. Alyssa keeps it going forward, though. That's what you want to do if you're SD Force now. But coming in on the near side, left side defender doing a fine job and controlling it, but gave it away momentarily. But here's Montano now. Montano with the soccer ball. Aaliyah Montano now to the near side. Gets it to Blancas. Emma Blancas now, left foot's it, and a save has to be made by Kira. Kira makes the save. Keep her team tied in this championship match. Few minutes left to go in the match. Upfield, across midfield. SD Force now on an attack. On a counter. With it is Johnson. Taken away, 16. Her attempted pass is blocked. Back upfield. Rebels lead. They have possession now. Hopper had some resistance, but still able to send the ball forward, and it has to be quickly sent out of play by Kendall into space. Good work by Hopper, but it went off of Hopper, and it's a throw-in. Maya down the left flank. Her teammates want to continue going forward, but it was blocked. Blancas runs onto it. Emma Blancas now in the collision. And it goes over to the SD Force now as they'll keep it going forward now. But falling down there that time was Laurel as they sandwich, and so now they still have possession. Here's 16, the dangerous one. Takes a shot. It kind of is blocked potentially or partially, and it's kind of slowed it up. No problem for the keeper to be able to handle it as it trickled off to the right. Getting back there is Maya. Maya into space. Maya now dealing with Hopper, and Hopper continues it on. Nicely done, but Kendall gets it. Kendall driving it upfield. Gets her teammate to keep it going. Here's Laurel now with time and space. Laurel now down the central looking for 16. 16 will put it into the back of the net, but she was offsides on the play. Boy, is she opportunistic. And says, I'm going to keep running. You, the center ref, are going to have to make the call. I'm not going to keep running. I'm going to keep on going and wait for that whistle. And that's what you're supposed to do as a striker. Wait for the linesman and the center ref to stop play and get the free kick for the other team. Otherwise, you could put it in the back of the net. And I know in the youth soccer, there is no instant replay. Of course, for the first time ever, there is the virtual linesman, so to speak, on whether or not the goal goes into the back of the net in the World Cup. First time ever. Kira now with a goal kick in this 1-1 championship match. Soon the center ref will be blowing the double whistle, and it'll go into PKs as Marquez takes a shot. No problem for Kira. Nobody able to run onto it that time. It's trying to keep Kira, the keeper, honest for SD Force Academy. Onto it now is Wimbush. Drops it back to Riley Johnson. Johnson keeps it going forward now. Here's Riley Johnson. Time and space. Gets the ball forward into the corner, but Hopper can't keep it alive as it goes past the byline. And it'll be a goal kick. Too much pace on the soccer ball that time for Hopper to be able to run onto it. Kyra with the keeper with the goal kick. Intercepted. Not able to track it down was Kendall. Maya has to try to chase it. Can she stay with Montano? Can't do it. Montano makes a turn down the byline, and it goes out of play. Montano loses it past the byline, but a beautiful turn and kept the ball alive. Trying a trick that I've seen a player from Real Madrid do a season ago. Kept the ball down in the byline and was able to get a pass, and they put it in the back of the net. Now down the left flank, running up for the back now, Izzy Hernandez. Now her pass is intercepted. Maya getting in the middle of that pass and taking it away. And her teammates now will be able to throw it in. Double whistle is going to come here within a minute. Ball is out of play. The throw in, though, for the Rebels Elite. Knifing in was Muro, but intercepted. Onto the soccer ball is Izzy Hernandez. To the right side of their offense, Riley Johnson goes out of play. It'll be a throw in for SD Force. 1-1 championship, and it looks like it's going to be just that. And that will require penalty kicks, the dreaded ones. The throw in from the left flank. And that is the end of the match. It will go into penalty kicks. It is 1-1 is the score as we go to penalty kicks. Stick with us. We'll be right back with a penalty kick scenario. Penalty kicking scenario for both teams. And it's going to be interesting to see if the SD Force Academy can get this victory. Remember, they led 1-0. And then that was the score by number 16. And then, of course, Marquez in the second half getting the goal to tie it up. Both teams are going to keep the same keepers in this penalty kicking scenario for the championship of the Rebels Showcase for 2018. Here is Laurel to take the first shot. For the SD Force. Laurel not able to put it into the back of the net.
Hey, that shit going off.
Now let's see what the Rebels do. Malia Montano.
Go, Kira.
Montano sets everything up. Keeper can't move. Montano, goal! Nice shot by Montano. 1-0 Rebels. SD Force here in this second cycle. And a shot and goal for Ellie. So Ellie puts it into the back of the net. And so now it's 1-1 after a cycle and a half. Emma Blanquez. Goal! Emma Blanquez puts it into the back of the net. And both times the Rebels have scored. They lead 2-1. But here is the goal scorer. 16 for SD Force. Let's see what she does. Try to get another one. And she does! Gets 2 goals in this game. And it is now 2-2. Here in the third cycle. Kaylee Smith now can give them the lead. Let's see if she can do it. Kaylee Smith puts it into the back of the net as she goes to the left of the keeper. Rebels have not missed yet, and that's what you want to do in a penalty kicking scenario. Done a fine job so far. Through 3 tries. Now, goal! Nicely done by Alyssa. And the SD Force now get their 3rd goal. As we're in the 4th cycle. Isa Gonzalez. Can she keep it going for the Rebels? Isa Gonzalez, and she misses for the first time. The Rebels miss. Now both teams after 4 cycles have missed once. So we're all even at 3-3. The opportunity for Malia to break the tie, and she does as it trickles off Faith Perry. Nicely done by Malia. And now they have 4 goals. So they lead 4-3 in this match. Here in the 5th try. Vanessa Wimbush wants to score here. And does so. Nice shot by Vanessa Wimbush. Picking it deep into the corner there. So nicely done by Wimbush. Team has missed once, just as the Force has missed once. Here's Kendall for an opportunity. Keep it going for her team. Can't afford to miss now. The SD Force. Can't afford to miss for the Rebels either. Kendall, and it's a save. So now here's Kira's opportunity. Kenda giving SD Force their 2nd miss of this penalty kicking scenario. And now it is Isa Hernandez, an opportunity to win it. And Kira is not going to be the keeper. They put their other keeper in. Izzy Hernandez into the back of the net. And the Rebels Elite win the championship of the Rebels Showcase G2005 Gold. Missing 1 time, but Izzy Hernandez puts it into the back of the net. And gives them the PK victory as they score 4 and make that 5, and they win 5-4 in PKs. Missing 1 time, and the Force missing twice. Hope you enjoyed this match from the San Diego Polo Grounds. I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying take care of yourself and God bless. And so long from the Polo Grounds in Del Mar.
Go ahead.
Okay, it was a pretty hard great game, good competition. We played them first, also 2 good games. We played really well, even though this is just the beginning. We'll keep advancing. So nice job, Rebels, and thank you to Forrest and all the parents who came out to support us today. Thank you. Oh, and thanks for Rebels for putting on the tournament. Woo!